Hello again, everybody. Gary Furman, Matt Shodell here. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. If you like what we do here, hit your subscribe button, hit your like button, help us continue to grow this channel. All right, today's subject is very simple. Do the Miami Hurricanes need a new stadium? You've heard all the talk. John Ruiz has talked about building a stadium at Tropical Park. The soccer folks are building a soccer stadium at the old Mel Reese golf course, and Miami commissioners have talked about trying to get them together with the University of Miami so the University of Miami can play at that stadium. But then there's Hard Rock Stadium up the road, and it's where the Hurricanes have been playing. It is unquestioned one of the best stadiums in the United States. They use it for Super Bowls. They use it for national championship games. They're going to play the grandest event in the world there soon in the World Cup. So Hard Rock Stadium is good enough for just about every type of event imaginable in the landscape right now. Matt Shodell, is it good enough long-term for the Miami Hurricanes?
Well, I'm a big fan of on-campus stadiums, okay? Both my children go to colleges, which I'm not going to name here because I don't need the hate, but it wasn't my choice for them to go there. They picked their own colleges. What can I tell you? But they go to colleges where the stadium is on campus. And it's fantastic. Fans tailgate at the stadium. All the students just walk to the stadium. At Miami, the students take buses. It's fine. You know, to me, putting a new stadium at Tropical Park that's not state of the art like Hard Rock is, I don't understand why you would need to do that. Once you're getting in a car or a bus from campus, to me, I don't understand it. I understand it's in Miami, okay? But also keep in mind, recruiting-wise, you're drawing Broward and Palm Beach County, and you're a lot more likely to get those kids to come to your games. And if you're a great program, get them to come and want to commit to your games if you're where the stadium is now, which is in the middle of basically the greatest tri-state area of talent in the country. So team-wise, in terms of getting top talent, the stadium's in a good spot. Nationally, in terms of it being a state-of-the-art stadium, it is. Location-wise, for fans and students, maybe fans, I'm talking about in Miami, particularly around where the old Orange Bowl was, maybe it's not ideal. Look, maybe fans want to go back to the days where you walk into the bathroom and there's a giant pig trough in front of you. And maybe they want to go back to the days where I would sit in the press box and on big games, I'd be like this the whole game because fans would stamp their feet on the metal bleachers and the press box would literally feel like it was about to fall down to the point that I would say to Gary, I'm leaving in the middle of the game. We called it, actually, the reporters called it a death trap. The press box was actually called a death trap in those days. Now, they're not going to build, I think it would be great, actually, to build a replica of the old Orange Bowl in Tropical Park. But short of that, it would be great for nostalgia to have a stadium like the old Orange Bowl in Tropical Park. I would love that. But to build a lesser state-of-the-art stadium with less seating, where you still have to drive there from campus, it doesn't make sense to me. I'm sorry. My apologies to Mr. Ruiz and whoever else wants it. I'm not going to lie about it. That's just how I see it. Situation now, if you can't get it built on campus, which they can't because of the zoning, this is probably the next best thing.
All right, so I had this conversation a little bit with Dan Radakovich, and he's a big fan of Hard Rock Stadium, and he understands how monumental a task it's going to be to build a new stadium at Tropical Park or anywhere else that's going to be better than Hard Rock. You're talking about well over $1 billion to replace a facility like that today. And I think the University of Miami athletic department is more focused right now on improving the facilities on campus. They want to build a football complex that is competitive with any in the country. That's going to take about $100 million. And I think that is where all efforts are going to go right now. And I think the stadium conversation is fun. I think that the fact that John Ruiz wants to donate a large portion of it or build it as a business, or, I'm not, he hasn't really quite declared what his structural intentions are to this point. He is supposed to have some renderings this fall. But I think that's all great. And if it ever comes to fruition and the facility is better than Hard Rock, then fantastic. Right now, I think that's a pipe dream. I think the University of Miami is focused on its on-campus facilities for the players and for its sports teams as they exist today. So does Miami need a new stadium? My answer would be, do they need it? No. if it is built at Tropical Park with proper access off the highways and things like that, and enough tailgating space and all those things, which there should be at Tropical Park, and it's a great experience, then I think that's fantastic. And I don't know that it can replace the campus stadium that Matt talks about, but of course we would be in full support of something like that as long as it is a comparable or greater product than what Hard Rock is. And Hard Rock is one of the best stadiums in the country, so that will be a tall order. All right, that's going to do it for today for this subject. For Matt Shadell, I'm Gary Furman. We thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time on our YouTube channel, everybody.